Hi, Evelyn. How you doing? Yeah, so this is just so much better. I think it looks fantastic, don't you? I hope you're happy. I really do, because this is is just, I cannot even believe the difference between this version and this version. Just really good job. It works. It does. It works. I have one thing that I want you to think about. Now, you've done everything that I've asked you to do, and that's great. So, I mean, you've definitely shown proficiency in encoding the word mark. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're done. I would just like you to consider one thing, though, and think about this. And if you want to make the changes, go ahead. But the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking that these words should be kerned oh, hang on one second. I want to show you something. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So what I wanted to do, I just wanted to bring up my comments so that I can take this line right here. And I'm just going to take this line and I'm just going to draw it like this. Let me hold my shift key so it stays straight. And okay, so let's leave that line right there. And the one thing I'm thinking is this, is that, so I'm wondering, actually, I'm not wondering. I definitely think it will help. And I want you to consider this, okay? Right now you have this left align, right rag for your typography, which is good. But I think that these are so close, especially the Y and the N, so close to being on the same visual plane that I'm wondering, I'm sorry, the same end line. That's why I drew this line here. So I'm wondering if it wouldn't be feasible for you to kern these out. Kerning mean the letter space, the space between letters, so that so these all look like they're not center aligned, but equal distance from, so that they're falling within, I didn't mean to do that. So they're falling within a box. Okay, and the reason I suggest that is because right now we see this is, okay, this would be a solid line of defense, right? This would be a solid line of defense. This would be an impenetrable box, Right here, it looks like there's breaches in this wall of security. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me get that out of there. And you see what I'm saying? I mean, we've got this, and it just almost looks like there's little breaches in this, the encoding of this word. So I think by kerning this out, so adding a little bit of letter spacing so that those all do come back within that, to lay on that line, I think it will help the encoding, help the visual demeanor in such a way that it makes it look more like it's a solid fortress, as opposed to having these penetrated areas right here. Hope that makes sense. Think about it. If you think it makes sense, go ahead and make the adjustments. And like I said, you don't have to. I think what you've done is really, really good. And this is fantastic because look at, let's go business card size and even smaller. It still works. Now at small sizes, you're gonna get this phenomenon that right here, you kind of see this little, I don't know if you can see this, see that little white line that goes through Guardian? And you would never, ever place a logo this small anywhere. I mean, but just so you know, and the reason that's caused is because of these lines being on the same, the same horizontal axis. So, and what it's doing is it's creating just this phenomenon, this visual, this kind of like visual phenomenon that looks like there's a line. But again, it's not to worry because it's really just a visual. It's a optical illusion based on the digital rendering of the work. So I think you did a great job. Any questions, comments, concerns, or if I can clarify anything at all, let me know. Thanks.